Asia is not a country. It's not a monolith. It's not one single story. It's a planet-sized neighborhood, stretching from the frozen tundra of Siberia to the tropical islands of the Pacific. It's the biggest landmass on Earth, home to the highest peaks and the lowest valleys. It holds over half of all human beings, thousands of languages, countless dialects, and a history so deep, so layered, it makes your head spin. From the first civilizations in Mesopotamia to the tech hubs of the 21st century, this is where so much of human history was written. Today we're going beyond the stereotypes. We're tackling the myths and the facts about the vast tapestry we call Asian culture. This isn't a 3-minute summary, it's a deep dive. Let's go. Myth 1. Asians are all the same. This is perhaps the biggest, most persistent misconception. Fact: Asia has over 48 countries and thousands of distinct ethnic groups. Saying Asian is like saying European or American. It tells you a continent, not a culture. You have the Hmong people, whose communities are spread across the highlands of Southeast Asia, and the Han, the world's largest single ethnic group, primarily in China. The Pashtun, with their ancient code of honor in the mountains of Afghanistan and Pakistan, and the Punjabi, whose vibrant culture of music and celebration straddles the border between India and Pakistan. The Ainu, the indigenous people of northern Japan, with their unique spiritual traditions, and the Arabs, a diverse group united by language across the vast expanse of West Asia. The Malay people of the maritime southeast, and the Mongols of the vast Central Asian steppe. Think food, faith, art, language. Every block, every valley, every island changes. A village in northern Thailand might speak a completely different dialect from one just a few miles away. Myth 2. There's one Asian way to live. Fact: there are a few common threads, but they show up in vastly different ways. Family and community often come first. This can mean a multi-generational household under one roof, or a tight-knit village where everyone raises the children together. Respect for elders is a powerful current that runs through many, but not all societies. And the concept of saving face is real, especially in parts of East and Southeast Asia. It's about protecting personal and communal dignity and avoiding public conflict to maintain harmony. Foundational philosophies like Buddhism, Confucianism, and Taoism have shaped worldviews for millennia, as has Hinduism, one of the world's oldest religions. But the expressions of these beliefs vary wildly from place to place. The only way to make sense of this complexity is to break it down. So let's explore Asia, region by region. First, East Asia: China, Japan, the Koreas, Taiwan, and Mongolia. Myth: it's all the same chopsticks culture. Fact: they share ancient roots, but have grown into very different branches. Philosophically, Confucianism emphasizes social hierarchy, education, and harmony. Taoism seeks balance and flow with the natural world. And Buddhism adds a layer of compassion and impermanence. These ideas permeate society, from the structure of a company to the layout of a garden. And the food? Rice and noodles are staples, but the vibe changes dramatically. In China alone, you have the fiery, numbing heat of Sichuan cuisine, the delicate, balanced flavors of Cantonese dim sum, and the hearty, wheat-based dishes of the north. Korea brings the art of fermentation with kimchi and the communal joy of grilling meat at the table. Japan obsesses over seasonality and presentation. Kaiseki is a multi-course art form where every dish is a masterpiece. Customs? Bowing is a complex language of respect, with different angles for different situations. And slurping your noodles? In Japan, it's a sign of appreciation, not rudeness. Now let's travel to South Asia: India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, the Maldives. Myth: it's all curry and Bollywood. Fact: it's a continent within a subcontinent, a dizzying mosaic of cultures, languages, and histories. This is the birthplace of 4 major world religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. It also has one of the world's largest Muslim populations and a deep Christian and Jewish heritage. Family structures are traditionally large and multi-generational, forming the bedrock of society. Festivals are the lifeblood, from the luminous celebration of Diwali to the communal feasts of Eid. The cuisine is a universe in itself. Spices like turmeric, cumin, and coriander are common, but their use defines regional identities. Breads like roti and naan dominate the north, while the south is the land of rice and lentils, transformed into dishes like dosa and idli. From the rich, meat-heavy dishes of Punjab to the fish and mustard oil-based cuisine of Bengal, every state has its own culinary signature. This is a land of classical dances, intricate textiles, and film industries that shape global pop culture far beyond Bollywood. Next, we journey to Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Brunei, Singapore, East Timor. Myth: it's just beach vibes and street food. Fact: this region is one of the world's great cultural crossroads, a place where influences from India, China, Islam, and the West have mingled with rich indigenous roots for centuries. You can see this divide geographically. Mainland Southeast Asia, defined by great rivers like the Mekong, is home to ancient kingdoms and cultures built around rice cultivation. Here, Theravada Buddhism is a powerful influence. Then there's maritime Southeast Asia, a world of vast archipelagos and seafaring peoples. Here, the winds of trade brought Islam, which became dominant in Indonesia and Malaysia, and Christianity, which defines much of the Philippines. The food is a masterclass in balance: sweet, sour, salty, and spicy. Key ingredients like fish sauce, lime, fresh herbs, and chili create a flavor profile that is instantly recognizable, yet endlessly varied. Street food is legendary, yes, but so are the complex royal cuisines and the comforting dishes of home kitchens. And history is written in stone, from the Hindu-Buddhist temple mountain of Angkor Wat in Cambodia to the massive Buddhist stupa of Borobudur in Indonesia, epic stories of faith and empire. Finally, we turn to the vast, often misunderstood regions of West and Central Asia. Turkey, the Levant, the Arabian Peninsula, Iran, the Caucasus, the Stans. Myth: it's just one monolithic Middle East. Fact: these are multiple overlapping worlds linked by the ancient Silk Road, shared faith, and nomadic heritage. Islam is a predominant cultural and spiritual force, shaping daily life, art, and law. But its expression is diverse. Central Asia is a unique blend of Turkic, Persian, Mongolic, and Russian influences, a legacy of empires, nomads, and the Soviet era. The traditions of the Silk Road and the steppe, horsemanship, epic poetry, and radical hospitality are still alive. West Asia, meanwhile, is the cradle of Judaism and Christianity, as well as Islam. It's a tapestry of Arab, Persian, Kurdish, Turkish, and many other cultures. Here, poetry is revered, calligraphy is a high art, and generosity to a guest is a sacred duty. These are not relics of the past. They are living, breathing traditions. Now let's zoom out and tackle some cross-continental truths and corrections. Myth: collectivist cultures mean no individuality. Fact: a focus on the community, the we, doesn't erase the I. It simply frames personal ambition within a wider social context. Myth: Asian modernity is just a copy of Westernization. Fact: look at Tokyo, Seoul, Singapore, Dubai. These are not pale imitations. They are hypermodern, technologically advanced societies forging their own futures, blending global trends with local values. Myth: ancient traditions are unchanging. Fact: tradition is a living river, not a frozen monument. K-pop idols bow to their elders after a show. Bollywood blockbusters remix classical ragas. Vietnamese coffee with sweet condensed milk is served in cafes next to single-origin third-wave espresso. Culture is constantly evolving, adapting, and creating something new. Myth: there's one religion per country. Fact: the religious maps are incredibly mixed. Indonesia is the world's most populous Muslim-majority nation, but it's also home to the Hindu island of Bali and significant Christian communities. India is Hindu-majority, but its very fabric is pluralistic, with hundreds of millions of Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, and others. Lebanon's society is built on a delicate balance of multiple faiths. And Central Asia blends its Islamic heritage with pre-Islamic, Soviet, and steppe spiritual legacies. So how do you approach this incredible diversity without getting lost or causing offense? First, be a student. Learn a few words of the local language, especially greetings like Sawasdee in Thailand or Namaste in India. Learn the names of local holidays and staple foods. This small effort signals respect. Observe social etiquette. In many places, you should remove your shoes before entering a home or temple. Dress modestly when visiting religious sites. The right hand is often preferred for eating or giving and receiving objects. And if you're invited to someone's home, asking about their family traditions can tell you more than any guidebook. It tells the real story. And if an auntie or grandmother recommends a dish, eat it. Always. Here's the big idea. Asian culture isn't a single box you can check. It's a library. An infinite library with endless rows of shelves, holding everything from ancient philosophical epics to modern street slang, from the silent poetry of a tea ceremony to the chaotic energy of a night market. You can spend a lifetime exploring just one shelf and never reach the end. The more shelves you open, the more you realize how little you know, and the more the simple myths fall apart. So if you remember one thing from this journey, remember this: Asia is not an answer, it's a question. A lifelong, fascinating, and deeply rewarding question. Ask it with curiosity, listen with humility, and you'll begin to hear not one story, but a billion different stories, each one true, each one unique, and each one incomplete without all the others. Thanks for watching. If this opened your eyes even a little, share it with someone who still thinks Asia is just one culture. It's not. And that's precisely what makes it so amazing.